YouTube a lot. You can still find us on YouTube. And the YouTube comment section is just like, you don't really want to be there. You know what I mean? This is not a lot of positivity. Not a very uplifting place to be. You know who's up in the YouTube comment section of his channel? A gentleman by the name of Kevin Durant. And here was a fan, just someone on there named Joe Deasy. Joe Deasy commented, quote, "LeBron is better than you, just facts." Kevin Durant never responds to any of these comments on his YouTube channel, but he responded to Joe Deasy. Big shout to Joe Deasy. Big day for Joe Deasy. And he wrote back, "Joe Deasy, nah." I have so many questions about this. First of all, respect to you, Joe Deasy. Today is your day. Second of all, does Kevin Durant think that he can say he's the best player on the planet in a YouTube comment and we're not going to notice?
It's like the game king of the court. LeBron James is the best player in the world, averaged a triple-double in the NBA Finals, but his team lost in 5 games. So for Kevin Durant, the Finals MVP, that's one trophy. The championship trophy is another one. He has both. So over this summer, he gets to be king of the court. I understand the theory behind his thinking, but in my opinion, LeBron James is still clearly the best player in the game.
LeBron James is the best player in the world, but I understand that Kevin Durant's confident. He had a great finals. You know, he won the finals MVP. That's all great and everything. But it's just why does he choose this venue? Why is he going through the comments on his own YouTube channel and saying, right here, right now, this is the place that I am going to claim that I'm the best basketball player on the planet?
He was just bored. Probably was going through all of his social media things. Probably was going through Twitter and going through IG. They're like, let me check out this YouTube page. You know what? I'm going to make this guy's day. I'm going to make him famous. I'm going to reply to him.
We used to, you know, be pretty popular on YouTube, and I used to go into those comments. It hurts. It hurts, man. You know, it really does hurt. It just seems like he's got like some sort of sadomasochistic internet habits if he's really in the YouTube comments on his own channel checking this out. But shout to you, KD. We're watching. Shout to Joe Deasy, too. Next, we have an investigation update as to the whereabouts of Allen Iverson. Now, we don't know if this is actually true. TMZ is claiming that Allen Iverson was not just in the casino outside Chicago on Thursday night, but also on Saturday night and into Sunday morning when he was supposed to be in Dallas with the Big Three. We don't know if this is true. This is something that TMZ is claiming, and they have some pictures that we saw. My question is this, though. If you're Ice Cube and you get this information, how do you discipline Allen Iverson? What do you say to Iverson? What do you do as someone who runs the league?
You got to find a way eventually to hit his pockets, because what ends up happening to the credibility of the league, and you're promising a certain product, just like the NBA, just like any business, just like doing a show. When you buy a ticket, you're paying for the headliner, but they also tell you who else is going to be on the show. And so there are people that are lining up actually to come see those individuals. So because he is getting paid to be in the league as a coach and or as a player, if not a general manager, at some point, you're probably going to end up fining them an undisclosed amount. However, you don't want that to get out to the public at this point.
And then we have this. Daryl Morey. What a successful offseason this has been for Daryl Morey. He brought in CP3. They're talking about an extension. He's got Carmelo Anthony saying, I want to come to the Rockets. But then he opened his mouth and said this. He said that the MVP has lost its focus on winning, and they should probably just do away with all of the trophies, all of the awards. What do you think about that?
Daryl Morey, really smart guy. This is when keeping the analytics goes wrong. You have to reward the players for the excellence for the 82-game schedule, period. You have to take it. Look at Russell Westbrook this season. He may not win the championship, but you have to reward his excellence in averaging a triple-double. And I know James Harden came up short a couple of times. I feel the exact same way about the scoring title. It should be total points, not necessarily average. But to do away with the historical, iconic trophies that come with the accomplishments of so many great players throughout the regular season is laughable.
It is just kind of like, you don't want there to be an MVP award. You're trying to tell me that Draymond Green shouldn't get recognized for his defense. You know, you're trying to tell me that, we're going to do away with the All-Star game. It just seems kind of silly. It seems like he didn't really mean what he said. It seems like he was salty. That's what it seems like. It seems like he was riding for his guy, James Harden, the same way that Kyrie wasn't riding for his guy, LeBron, when Steph was dancing. It's like, I understand it. Del Morey, we all recognize as one of the best basketball minds in the business, but, like, he can't be serious with this. Like, there needs to be an MVP. And you know what, Del Morey? James Harden had a great season. Russell Westbrook had a better season. Dude averaged a triple-double. Seems pretty valuable to me. Seems like maybe even the most valuable player. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. We also have this from Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin responded and said, you know what? You're right. We should probably get rid of all the awards, and we should probably get rid of the championship, too. We should probably just give everybody a participation trophy. Seems dumb. And then he wrote, don't at me, which is a great way to finish. Kind of Trumpian, but I loved it. What do you think about Blake's response?
I like his response. I agree with his response. And like you always say, you can be mean if you're funny, and that was really clever.
That was funny. I really enjoyed it. Well, something tells me that Del Morey is just really feeling himself this offseason. You know, yeah, he's just feeling himself. He's got CP3. Everyone's talking about the Rockets. The Rockets are legit challengers to the Warriors. Yes, I said it. They are a legit challenge to the Warriors this season. And we'll see how it plays out. But something tells me they're still going to have the awards next year. Maybe not hosted by Drake, but they'll have the awards. I love this story. We covered the NBA wedding weekend very heavily yesterday. There was one nuptials between Trevor Ariza and his lovely lady, and Harrison Barnes also got married. A lot of Warriors went out, made the trip to Rhode Island to see Harrison Barnes. And some of those Warriors, and one ex-Warrior, Steph Curry and Kent Bazemore, they didn't want the party to end. Sometimes when the party's over, you know, they say you don't have to go home, but you got to get out of here. Well, they got out of there. They changed out of their tuxes and put on some casual gear. They're just walking around Newport, Rhode Island. They saw a house that was still rocking, and they came a-knocking. Steph Curry, Kent Bazemore, and 3 others knocked on the door of a house party and wanted to hang out. They ended up chugging Bud Lights. They ended up staying. They ended up taking pictures that were posted on social media. Soft move or boss move?
Boss move. Off-season fun by Steph Curry. And also, here's the thing. It's always great when you don't take yourself so serious. And I bet they made the day of the individuals who opened the door, allowed them in, showed some personality, spent some time, and got some free beers. No harm, no foul. I love it.
I do have one soft move, though. He chugged a Bud Light, but most of the Bud Light ended up on his shirt. Like, come on, Steph. You went to Davidson. It was a 12-ounce can. Like, you could chug a Bud Light. Have you ever chugged a full 12-ounce beer in your life, Jalen Rose?
A full 12-ounce beer? Is that a trick question? There are periods in my life where I chugged a full 40-ounce nonstop.
Wait a second. You chugged a full 40-ounce nonstop?
Multiple times. Old English.
Okay. Next time, don't say that on wax. Coming up next on Jalen and Jacoby, Steve Bartman is getting a World Series ring.